In 1982, Wayne Williams, a 23-year-old freelance photographer, talent scout, and virtual genius, was convicted for the murders of two men whose deaths appeared to be linked to the others. After Williams was sentenced to 2 consecutive life terms, authorities attributed the bulk of the child murders to him too, though he was never tried for those additional killings, and many of the victims' relatives doubted his culpability. Williams, for his part, has always maintained his innocence, and the evidence against him is largely circumstantial and not especially conclusive. Though the case is almost 40 years old, it's currently back in the spotlight with the podcast Atlanta Monster, produced by Tenderfoot TV and How Stuff Works. On August 7, 1979, the bodies of 2 African-American boys, Edward Hope Smith, 14, and Alfred Evans, 13, were found in a vacant Atlanta lot. They'd both been missing for a number of days. One of their bodies bore a gunshot wound. As more local black children went missing only to later turn up murdered, an already tense community grew increasingly rattled. By July 1980, 9 children had been murdered. A task force was finally put into place to investigate their violent deaths after a 7-year-old girl, LaTanya Wilson, was kidnapped from her home while her family slept. Her body was found months later. But black kids continued disappearing, sometimes after being seen in a car with 1 or 2 adult men. It appeared that the kids were being strategically targeted, as the victims reportedly fell within a small geographical radius. Some even knew each other. Wayne Williams was arrested when fibers from his carpet, home, and dog appeared to match those found on some of the victims. But there was only enough evidence to charge him with the murders of Nathaniel Cater, 27, and Jimmy Ray Payne, 21. There was no DNA back then, so the strongest thing they could come up with was this fiber evidence.